Hi people, and today I'm going to do a video about the role of the Police Investigation and Review Commissioner, Pirc. Okay, so I want you to remember that Pirc, and I want you to look at this: police interrogation, reasoning, corruption. You know, so I had an interview yesterday with Pirc about something. I've dealt with them in the past, but honestly, so before I gave any statement to them, I went onto their website and I actually came across this, this here in section 10. What powers does the Pirc have? So I read it out to this investigator. Now, this investigator, 30 years in the police, cop, sergeant, inspector, area, whatever, all these titles, letters after their name, blah, 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 stripes and badges, whatever, and numbers. And then 5 years in the police complaints department for Scotland. So there's a conflict of interest right away. They're coming out and basically, they didn't listen. I'll go into this a wee bit further in this video. But anyway, this section 10, right? Pirc investigators have the powers and privileges of a constable when investigating a matter directed by the Crown Office and Procurator Fiscal Service. Now that's gave him his term of appointment to come to me. This includes the power to arrest, question, report for prosecution, and seize productions, including firearms, drugs, and any other materials or documents. Now, I had two people in the room with me because I'll not deal with these people on my own. Just no. So the whole thing was just a sham. It's just a ruse. This agency, and I says, "Have you got a power to arrest me?" And he laughed and he says, "Don't be, do you want arrested?" And ridiculed me. And how does that look to people? I'd be interested in your feedback. How does that look to you? Does that look that that's intended for the police? That statement there? Because remember, their term of appointment to come and see you is from the Crown Office and Procurator Fiscal Services, And there you go. This includes the power to arrest, question and report. So they were there to take an investigation and a report for me. So I merited that part, and then was it reasonable to say a power to arrest that I was to ask for that? 4 times he actually ridiculed me. I asked because I wasn't getting any. There's no way that I was complying with any of that if I was going to be arrested by these characters. So let's look at Pirc. Now, Pirc they were set up in 2013, the same time as Police Scotland, became a force, right? So we put quite a few freedoms of information into them because they're not who people think they are. Seriously, they're gatekeepers for the police. They are gatekeepers for the police. Now, there you go. The number of ex-police officers, retired officers of any rank that were employed by Police Scotland or any other police constabulary within the United Kingdom and Northern Ireland that are currently employed by Pirc as police investigators is 40. 40. And they've got a work base of 64. So the rest will be, admin, blah, 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 and these other review handlers or whatever, civil servants, public servants or whatever. But there you go, 40. So it's a police force, what can you say? I'm stunned. Now, the other thing that's quite important about these characters, here's their budget allocation, for 2022 to 23, right? And they got another, let's see how much extra funding they got. Where is it? It's somewhere in here. I read it. Come on. It told me how much extra funding they got. It was something like 300 and something thousand. There it's there. An increase of 350,000. to enable organisation to meet its statutory functions, including increased demand, a demand for their services, to be key. Just go on their site. I'll put links to it. Go on their site and see how many upheld they get to people. They're no there. You know, I'll even show you, I'm in the jurisdiction, as people know, 5, right? And there, here you go in here, right in here, you know, and there you go. 4 men have been killed up in Kirkcaldy police station. 4 men, you know, look at that, you know, and their families got lambasted and attacked and everything. And if they Pirc, you know, it's a common theme. They're no there for any independence, no way, and to help you and get that out your head. They're a business, they're an organisation. Here's their audit report. Let's see. There's their audit report for 2021. You know. CV enhancers audit report. I would say, you know, that what they're actually working under, if I can find it, is this. You know, this is what they're working under. Oops. Wait a minute. Sorry, I didn't like when it does that. So that's exactly what they're working under. And there's the structures. You know, the pyramid, the all-seeing eye, the obligation. You know, there's actually a mural like this in Kirkcaldy Townhouse on their wall, and a very Illuminati floor. But as I says, people, I had that painful interview yesterday, and I can tell you, they're not an independent body or anything. What they are is police interrogation, reasoning, corruption of the police. Because I can tell you, yesterday when I was in there and had that interview with them, and it was witnessed by various different people, and they thought nothing about that, to mock people who ask questions about that, you know, and that senior investigator, as they call themselves, remember the right titles, retired, probably getting 40k a year for their 30k, 40k pension, you know, doing quite well. It's about connections to get these jobs. You know, it's not about, you know, they are not there for you. Get that out your head. You know, they're a business. They, you know, I've got a few things that I'll be proceeding to challenge them on, you know, but they just didn't like being challenged. They just think that, and the public, that's all there is. You know, that's all there is for you. You know, the police investigating the police, and there it tells you there in plain sight a 40 ex-police work base out of 64. You know, and they says there was absolutely, he thought there was nothing wrong with that statement about you know, the section 10 where, you know, Pirc investigators have the power and privileges of, when investigating a matter directed by the Crown Office, this includes the power to arrest. How would the reasonable person or the ordinary person in the street read that? Because I read that they've got the powers to arrest you. You know, it doesn't say specifically say the police. You know, so there you go, and I'll leave it there, and I'll be interested in your comments, and I will put links onto this underneath. But you know, I really had to do this video. Anyway, people, have a good evening, and I'll speak to you soon.